of the founder of a huge world-renowned label, T-Series, this young lady was bound for music in her life. She underwent classical Indian music training at the tender age of only 6 and made her debut in Bollywood in 2006. She has sung some amazing tracks in Bollywood, including but not limited to Love Mera Hit Hit, Humko Pyar Hua, Tu Hi Rab Tu Hi Dua, Soch Na Sake, Pani Osa, O Saki Saki, Lagdi Lahore, and Das Bahane 2.0. But she doesn't stop there. No, she doesn't. She also heads the T-Series Stage Works Academy and the Gulshan Kumar Film and TV Institute of India. She's been in this industry for over 15 years and has won many awards. Gilly, who are we talking to today?
The one and only Tulsi Kumar!
Whoa! What an introduction! Hi guys! Thank you for that awesome introduction. I feel so good hearing all the good things about me. But thank you, Valisa. Thank you, Gilly. And thank you for having me on your show today.
You are welcome. Thank you for joining us on the show today.
So Tulsi, your track with Darshan Rawal is doing so well at the moment. It's a hit. It's hit over 115 million views, which is absolutely amazing. So how does that feel?
It feels amazing. I feel really happy. You know, I've sung so many songs till date, but I was saying this to Darshan also, you know, whenever a song does exceptionally well and it's playing all over radio, and if I'm not mistaken on Laika radio, it's been on the #1 spot for many weeks now. So it just feels amazing, you know, as much as I would say, you know, ke har gaane, you know, in every song we get that love, but every song is so special, and is qadar, you know, we've also featured in it. So right from the scratch, we worked on this song. Sachit Parampara have given us such a great melody. We shot the music video in Shimla. It was all an amazing experience, and the cherry on the cake is when the audiences give it all their love, and that's also happened. So yeah, it's just amazing. I'm feeling really good.
And I suppose for you, it's quite different when you're actually in the film, in the music video, and you're part of that process. It just gives it that one bit more, doesn't it, than a Bollywood film where there's other actors or actresses playing the role.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, when it comes to independent music, you have that opportunity to also be part of the video. For the longest time, I used to never feature in my videos, but I've started doing that since the last 2 years. So I have a release pretty much every 2 to 3 months, and I'm just seeing the kind of connect that the audiences, that the fans have with you, you know, when you're also featured in the video. That's something else. And also the level of involvement that comes from an artist, you know, when you're also featured in the video, it's like your baby. It's like, you know, something that you've lived with. So yeah, it feels good, and it feels, as I said, it feels even better when the product gets so much love from all of you, from the audiences and the people watching it.
For sure.
Definitely. Now, you're very active on social media. Do you find that it helps you keep in touch with your fans and connect with them a bit more?
Definitely. I think social media is a platform. If used correctly, if used positively, it really helps you connect with your fans. But I also see sometimes a lot of negativity pours in, not just for me, but on a lot of other topics also. But as I said, if used positively, I think it's a great platform. Social media gives you the edge of connecting to your fans more one-on-one than any other medium. So yeah.
And I suppose sometimes you just got to ignore the negativity because you're always going to get that, and just sort of look at the positives from it, right?
Absolutely. And as I said, it's not just for me. When people have a lot of time in hand, especially during these times, I see a lot of negativity sometimes for not just me, but a lot of random topics. And I just feel it's just a waste of time. I think all this time that we had, the extra time that we had during the lockdowns, during all the things that are happening in the country, I think we should give more time to create more stuff. Like if you're doing music, then do more productive stuff than to create negativity on any platform.
To be honest though, they do say that when you get a bit of negativity on something, that means you're definitely doing something right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that.
So, Dulcie, we're used to waking up to a few messages here and there from our friends and family. It must be such a surreal feeling waking up to thousands of messages from your fans.
Especially your loyal ones, because you've got your loyal fans. Now, we can't remember how you actually say it. Is it TK Ians or Tikenians?
Tikians.
Yes.
Because it's TK, so Tikians. That's how we say it.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it must be amazing.
Yeah, it feels amazing, because they're always there and they're always listening to my music. Not just that, anything and everything that I post, they give it so much love. So yeah, and they keep waiting for new music, new stuff to come out. I also am very active with my dance covers, so I get a lot of requests like I am getting now. So I'll be uploading few of my dance covers now that I'm prepping up. So yeah, a lot of stuff that they appreciate, and then it just kind of gives me a kick to kind of do that kind of stuff for them.
Now, you know what? You brought this up yourself now, so we've got to talk about it because we weren't going to bring it up today, okay? But we do these dance videos, which we tag the artists on when we dance the videos, and we haven't actually done your one yet. We haven't chosen your song yet. But now that you've said that you do dance videos,
I want to see. I saw one last week that you did, I think on one of Darshan's songs. So I'm waiting for you all to create a reel on one of my songs as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Do you have a specific song you want us to choose?
No, it's up to you. Whatever you all want to do.
Well, we might have to wait till your videos come out. Sorry?
I'm saying freedom of choice. You guys can pick any song.
Oh, brilliant.
That's it. You've had it now. You've asked for it now. Now, talking of phones and social media, what was the last picture you took on your phone?
It's the one that I've uploaded, and no, actually the one that I've not uploaded, it was a selfie. I'm very bad with taking selfies, so I keep trying to take pictures, but then I don't end up uploading it. So yeah.
Don't worry.
But the last one I uploaded on social media is me. I mean, I'm trying to get a little more fitter in life, so I've just put that picture as a goal that I want to kind of do better than where I am. So yeah, that's the last picture that I've uploaded on my social media.
Well, Dulcie, don't worry. When you come to London next, once everything's the pandemic and everything's over, we'll teach you how to take selfies.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm coming there to get some classes from you guys.
Awesome.
Now, you have amazing fashion sense. Like, I've seen your stuff on your social media posts. Do you have a stylist, or do you choose a lot of those outfits yourself?
So for a lot of events, I do have a stylist on board, but end of the day, I think it's my choice that kind of comes in, because in the stylist, you've got to choose what you want to wear. So end of the day, I take the call, but yeah, I do have a stylist on board for helping me out with stuff. But I love styling myself. That's also one thing. I love to do my own styling.
Well, I know you said that you're, getting back to working out because you've been away for a little bit and you've been binging out on food, and now you're like, no, get back. But you look amazing. So trust me, you don't need to worry about that.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Thank you so much.
So Melissa asked you about your fashion. So I have to ask you, do you prefer the Western look or the Indian look?
Actually, I just hosted a poll on my social media.
We saw that.
Yeah. So I used to think that, Western outfits really work for my body type. But I think after Iskandar, I've been getting a lot of compliments for my Indian look. So yeah, I'm trying to do Indian looks more often. So the Indian look actually won the poll as well. So I think Indian look is something what people really like me in. So yeah, Indian. Definitely. Indian is the way to go.
It's the way forward.
Definitely.
Yes.
So Bollywood is always changing, and how is it working in such a fast-paced environment?
The choices, the kind of music, I think the patterns, the styles keep changing, but I personally think something that's very, very constant for decades now is a pure melody. I think anything that has a very hooking and a pure melody is something that stays for long. So whether you pick up a fast number or a slow number, any kind of, if the melody is strong, the the song is bound to stay and rule the hearts of the audiences.
Sure.
So yeah, for me, I think melody is something that's gonna remain evergreen. We can change the style of the songs, we can change style of rendering the songs, because I see a lot of times nowadays a very relaxed approach of singing is appreciated rather than the proper singing, the high-pitched tone that was appreciated back in the 90s. Now very relaxed, very calm tones, voices are being appreciated, but yeah, as I said, those things might change, the styles might change, but if you have a melody in hand, that's going to rule the hearts of all.
I think the thing is, once the melody gets stuck in someone's head, they just can't help but sing it, whether it's slow, fast, mid-tone, it doesn't matter what it is. Once it's stuck in their head, it's stuck.
Absolutely.
So I have to ask you a cheeky question now. If we're going to talk about Bollywood, who is your Bollywood crush?
Bollywood crush? You mean amongst the actors? Amongst the actors?
It could be a singer. It could be a singer. We don't mind.
Okay. It could be a singer. A singer, I don't know right now, but actor has to be Ranbir Kapoor. I think from Bollywood, he's someone that I think looks really, really good. And he has a very good way of, when he does songs, especially in Rockstar and a lot of his movies, I'm really attracted to the way he emotes in his songs. So that is something that's very attractive to me also. So Ranbir Kapoor.
I like how you said the singer thing, because you were like, oh no, I might actually have to work closely with one of them soon, whereas the actors I don't have to work with as closely.
So actor, you asked me actor, I gave you that.
I did.
Singer, in the singer fraternity, I have a lot of friends, but crush though, I don't know, but I have a lot of friends in the singer fraternity, so yeah.
Should we start asking you to name some now?
I've worked with all of them. Darshan, Jubin, a lot of them. Arman is also a friend. There's so many.
Well, we're just going to have to cut you short there. We've just got a few messages and then we'll be back on the other side.
All right.
Breakfast with Melissa and Gilly, Lyca Radio.
So as you heard, we are talking to Tulsi Kumar right now. Now, Tulsi, there seems to be a new emergence of this independent music in India. Are you going to be doing a lot more independent music, or are you going to stick to a lot of Bollywood music?
So I think music in general is something that is very, very, it excites me doing any kind of music, whether it's Bollywood or indie. But yeah, in the last few years, I've been focusing a lot on independent music because it's really, really growing in this side as well. I mean, in the West, we've always had indie, pop music going. Doing more than film music. I think there's pop music internationally, but even in India now, indie music has really picked up. There are a variety of artists here, and I'm absolutely enjoying my journey doing indie stuff. So last year I did a lot of tracks. I started in fact with Darshan for Tirinal, and then I did Naam, I did Tanhai, I rendered Main Jis Din Bhula Doon, Pehle Pyar Ka Pehla Gam, and then Is Qadar. So in the last 1.5 years, I've had a lot of releases in the indie space. So yeah, I think it's really, really good. The level of involvement is much more. You connect with the genre of music that you're doing. So yeah, I'm absolutely enjoying that space. But having said that, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to be doing any Bollywood. Bollywood is something that I've done right from my start, and I am going to be rendering for films. But in the current scenario, we don't see a lot of films coming. So I have dubbed for a lot of films, and songs have not come out because of the current scenario in the world, with the COVID and stuff happening. So yeah, indie music is happening, and I'm looking at creating more stuff to be releasing in the coming months.
I think the thing is, right, there is a difference in sort of India and then in other places, especially in like the USA, where in India, Bollywood was carrying the music. That's it. Whereas in the Western world, it was sort of like a special genre. The film was called a musical for it to have any sort of songs in it as such. And that's what's changing, isn't it?
Correct. Absolutely. As I said, the scenario in India is also changing, but I don't think we'll ever have a Bollywood film without songs, because that's the way, the music is an essential part of any Bollywood film. So I don't think that could be separated, but definitely indie music is growing leaps and bounds in India now, and I'm very, very happy that a lot of indie artists are coming in the forefront and showcasing their talent and work.
Actually saying that, funnily enough, I remember a film that did try and have no dance sort of sequences in it was Gal, because they put the song at the start and the end and it had nothing to do with the film. But yeah,
because it was a complete, if I'm not mistaken, it was a horror story, and I don't think they could have managed to fit in a song in it. But they still had it in the they still had it.
They still needed the music, didn't they? They still needed the music somewhere.
Yeah, music is an essential part of any Bollywood film, and I don't think that scenario would change.
Definitely not.
So, talking of independent music, Iskandar was an independent track, and the chemistry between you and Darshan was so natural. Do you think you would act in any films?
Darshan is a close friend. We know each other now for over a year now. I was extremely comfortable working with him, and but acting is like a full-fledged thing. It's like a full-fledged profession. I don't think I can do justice to like a film or something. I've never really thought about it, but never say never. I don't know, but as of now, I'm very, very happy doing my music, doing my songs, and featuring in my music videos. So yeah.
So if you did consider acting in the future, and you have to also dance,
I'm laughing already.
The thing is, with acting, dancing is also a big part. Now, you already said that you do dance sequences, so we're going to ask you this question, okay? If you had to pick to do a dance in public to one of these two songs, which one would you pick? Would you pick Love Mera Hit Hit or Saki Saki Re?
To do a public performance, I think that I will pick Love Mera Hit Hit, because I think it, the way the lyrics go and everything, I think I can emote better on a song like Love Mera Hit Hit if I'm dancing.
I think that's a good choice.
That's a good choice for sure.
Yeah.
So what's for you now on the music front? Is there anything you're currently exclusively working on that you can tell us about?
So basically, I'm working on a couple of tracks that I'm looking at releasing in the coming months. One is a dance track. One is again an Indianized, very emotion-filled track. So these two numbers that I'm currently kind of working on, but I guess it'll take time. It'll take about a month or so to kind of get it in front of all of you because of the current situation and scenario.
Sure.
And of course, I have sung for a couple of films, but I don't know when the films are releasing. So there's Bhool Bhulaiya 2 that's going to be coming up. So whenever that releases, I have a song in that with Arijit. And that's that. That's pretty much of what, in today's times, we can't really plan what's going to happen tomorrow.
No.
So planning the releases, that's going to be a couple of months down the line. And I mean, I just say it when I'm actually ready with the song and it's about to release like the next day. So yeah.
Now, Dulcie, there's one thing, right? We can't let you leave without asking you to sing for us. Now, like you said, you're going to let us choose the dance that we dance to. We're going to allow you to choose what song you would want to sing to.
All right. So I'll sing Iskandar for all of you.
Yeah.
Since it's topping the charts on Laika Radio, I think
exactly.
All right. इस कदर तुमसे हमें प्यार हो गया हद से ज्यादा हद से पार हो गया, दिन तेरी चाहतों में गुजरने लगे, दिल कहे हर घड़ी तुमसे मिलने चले, पहलू में हरदम बैठे रहे, डूबे रहे तेरी आँखों में इस कदर.
Wow, thank you.
Do you know what? If I cut that up with the bit where Darshan sings to us when we done his interview, we can make like a little acoustic version of Iska Dar.
We actually did our separate versions, and then I saw an edit where someone had put them up together. So yeah, that sounds pretty interesting.
Now I'm going to ask you a little favor, okay? One of our other presenters, Vish, when he found out we were interviewing you, he said, you have to tell Dulcie that I absolutely love her and I want to shout. And we were like, oh, okay.
Thank you. Of course, I'll do that. Of course. What am I supposed to say exactly?
His name's Vish, so you can say whatever you like. He's going to be
Vish.
so happy.
You mean Wish?
Vish, Vish.
Oh, Vish. Okay.
Vish.
That's an interesting name. Hi Vish, this is me, Tulsi, and lots of love to you, and hope I'm going to speak to you super soon.
He's going to love that. He's going to love that. So, Tulsi, thank you so much for joining us today. We really do look forward to seeing your comments when we do our dance videos.
Yeah, please be nice.
Yes, I'm looking forward to your video. So please upload soon so that I can share it soon.
And we are looking forward to the day when things are back to normal, you're traveling and you're able to come into the studio with us.
Oh yeah,
Laika
absolutely. I've not been to the Laika studios. I was in the UK. I was in London 2018, and I think I did my radio tour because I was touring with Guru Randhawa for our shows. But I don't know how we missed Laika radio. We were there on other radio stations.
Oh, no. Well, we've done an interview with Guru as well. We've done an interview with Darshan. We've done an interview with you. So I think we're just going to have to get you all in the studio at one time.
Yes,
they might have to actually move us so that our studios are slightly bigger and we can fit everyone in at one time.
If I can add, our hospitality is so good. We'll have loads of food for you. We make the most amazing tea as well.
Actually, to be honest, Guru said to us, how can you do an interview on like a breakfast and not send breakfast to the person you're interviewing? And we're like, well, you're not actually here, are you? And he's like, you could have sent it to me.
Superb. Actually, I'm a breakfast person, so I'd love to have your breakfast, whatever you'll send me with your tea or coffee, whatever. So yeah, we can do that.
No problem.
Thank you so much, Dulcie.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. It was lovely, awesome talking to you. Bye.
You too. Take care.
Bye.